If you have been missing every of our pattern drafting tutorials on this channel, don't miss this particular one here because we are having a live stream section for this particular one. Soon the dates will be communicated. Just hit the subscription button and your notification bell so you don't miss out. Welcome back to Those Fashions Academy. In today's episode of our jacket variation series, which is episode 7, we will be drafting this elegant wrapped peplum jacket, obi-inspired. This design features a watching neck wrap, a tight closure, and a flowing peplum that adds both structure and style. Mary Adedo is my name, and I help you give your creativity expressions. Our classes are simple, our tutorials are detailed, and they are timely. It's the first time of visiting this channel. Right now, click on the subscription button to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our video content that are dropping here every week. There is a new video up there. So stay with me step by step as we break down this drafting process so you can create your own fashion with confidence. This beauty here. This is my paper, and then I created my center line. Before I created my center line, I left about 4 inches because it's going to be a wrap, right? So we need to leave inches. Then I drew my neckline. After my neckline, then I'm putting my bust line, my under bust line, my waistline too. So when we say your bust line, so you take your bust line, your measurement, so you can check our playlist here on how to make your basic bodice draft to see how to do it, on how to take your measurements to see how to do it. Everything you need to learn, they are there. So after putting all my bust line, so I'm also confirming my bust line on the other side, so my line will not bend. I'm going to have a straight line. Okay, so I'm inputting my horizontal lines, which is my bust line, my chest line, and then my waistline. This jacket, we are going to be drafting it up to the waistline. So it is on the waistline we are stopping before we now decide on the length of the peplum we want. Remember, the peplum is going to be included into it, which is going to now be serving as a slash and spread method, absorbing into this. It's just one piece. We are not cutting our peplum separate, but I'm showing you right here again how to do your basic bodice. We have done this before, how to do your basic bodice to the waistline. You can check how to do your full basic bodice on the playlist there. So right now I have on my vertical lines, which is I have on my horizontal lines, which is my bust circumference, my chest circumference, my under bust, and then my waist circumference. Then my shoulder, I drop my shoulder by 1 inch as I have been doing. So the measurements we need here, we need our waist, and then we need our bust. Okay, so and then I'm going to go ahead and then I add ease allowance. Anytime you are working with a jacket, I do tell you on this channel, when you're working with a jacket, always add ease allowance. Ease allowance of about from like 1.5 2 inches 3 inches, because jackets, you can layer a jacket either under or above, so you need to always add ease allowance to jackets. So right now I'm just repeating the basic bodice we've been doing over and over and over again. That is why if you don't know how to do your basic bodice, pause this video now, go back there and watch this now. So my shoulder is divided into 2, and then I also put my bust span, that is nipple to nipple distance there. So we are going to be putting all the bodice darts. What do we call bodice darts again? Bodice darts are all the measurement, all the darts you're taking on your pattern. So and then I'm going ahead now to put my circumference measurements. If you are using 34, so let's say 34 plus 2 inches for the ease allowance, and then you divide by 4 before you put your measurements here. So and then I'm also putting my side dart, which is my bust dart. You remember how to get a bust dart, right? That is a shoulder to your bust line front, your front shoulder to your bust line minus back shoulder to your waist to your waistline. So here I'm using just 1.5 inches because that is just the difference I have there. Then also go ahead and input your dart. So for that intake as well, also, do you remember, just like I said, we watch the basic bodice and see how it's done. It will help you to navigate through all our videos. Okay, so for the waist dart, it is for small 1 inch, it is for medium 1.5, and it is for large 2 inches, which you're going to be dividing into the dart leg side by side. Then your shoulder dart, you should just contour by 1 inch. So these are the bodice darts that is placed on our basic bodice. So we have this complete here. Your neckline 3 by 3 inches, but remember that your neckline is bust circumference divided by 12, so you input it on that. So whatever dart you take on bodice, remember to always put it back. Please take note, any dart you take on bodice, remember to always put it back. So I return back my darts on the side of my shoulder, and then I'm contouring my armhole by going in by half an inch on the mid armhole, which for the front, just the front, you're going to be contouring the armhole. You don't need to do contour at the back of your basic bodice. So right now I have my basic bodice to my waistline for my front on my table here, and then we're just going to go ahead and then we're also going to be doing that of the back. So before I do that, let me also put my waist circumference measurement and I put back my darts. Please, I repeat again, every dart you take on your measurements, always return them back. They are very important. What is the essence of that? The part of the essence of that is for fitness. So wherever you take the fitness, so that your clothes will rightly contour and lay flat and lay very well on your body, well fitted, you need to return back the measurements so you not be short of your measurements and you not be short of fabric. Please always return back every dart intake. You notice that I've returned all the dart intake except for the bust darts, which we are also going to be returning later at the hem of our garments. So right now, let us go ahead and also put our seam allowance. I'm putting my seam allowance because by the time we are going to be cutting this, please guys, we are not going to put in any other allowance because we are going to be having a live sewing session soon, particularly for this project. It is a very lovely and beautiful project that so many of our creative community have shown interest and we are bringing it on. So guys, I'm going to be communicating to you when we are bringing this on our live on for the live classes. Stay tuned. Now go and click on the subscribe button. Don't miss out. Okay, so right now, after doing this, we're just going to be going straight into drafting our back. So in drafting my back, I'm just going to be drawing a straight line just to create a division for the back and then the front. Now for my back, there is not going to be a zipper. It's a wrap jacket, right? No zipper. So I'm just going to be extending my lines. That is my chest. That is my chest line. I only need the chest line and then the waistline. I don't need underbust. You don't have bust at the back, right? I don't need my underbust, so I only need the chest. I don't need my underbust. I don't need the bust. Just my chest and then my waistline, then my shoulder line. So don't forget that you always drop your shoulder for the back by half an inch, but for the front it is 1 inch. What do you normally drop your shoulder with? Tell me, let me know. Is it half an inch on back and the front, or you don't drop at all? You know, there is no hard rules to fashion. Whatever works for you, either way. So this has been working for us and for our students and for our community. Okay, guys, so I'm going to put my shoulder circumference there back again. That is shoulder circumference 16 divided by 2, 8 inches was what I'm using for this measurement here, and then I'm confirming again. I don't want my line to bend, so I always love my line to be accurate. So I'm confirming again with my measurement to get my shoulder line and then my waistline as well. So after doing that, getting your shoulder, getting your waistline, you are going to be putting your darts. So for the back, it is just 1 inch darts. How do you normally do your back darts, guys? Let me hear you. How do you normally put your darts? Is it the same one you use on the front, you put on the back? So on this project, we are just only going to be putting the waist. I'm not going to be putting the shoulder darts. Remember, we put a shoulder dart on our basic bodies. Go and learn how to do that. Learn the mystery behind that. So, but for this one, I'm just going to be putting just the waist darts, which is just 1 inch. 1 inch is enough. Why do we put 1 inch on the waist dart? We put 1 inch because we are not contouring much on the back. We are not taking in much on the back. The back lay flat, so just going to be 1 inch, and 1 inch work perfectly. So that is about 0.5 inch on both sides. For people that are using centimeter, it is 2.5 centimeter. Guys, are you having fun drafting this? So right now, let us drop down our armhole. So in dropping down your armhole, then you're just going to also just draw your cuff. No much contouring, no much taking in. So, and then just draw your line. You remember we didn't take shoulder darts, so we don't need to return any shoulder darts here. So after doing this now, boom, we have it to our waistline. We have it to our waistline. So you are now going to determine if you want to use this separate, and then you cut your peplum separate, and then you attach to the waist. It depends on you. But for this project, I want to teach you unique stylish slash and spread method. You don't need to have a cut at the middle area, and it's just going to still be fitted. You're going to see it, right? So let's keep getting excited about it. Keep getting excited. So now I'm just going to take seam allowance, 1 inch seam allowance as well for this project. I'm just going to be putting it here, and then we have it up to the waistline. So the next thing is to bring out all this that we've drafted here. All this we've drafted there. Don't forget that on the center front, a 4 inches is added for the wrap. The 4 inches, I use 4 inches because it is my nipple to nipple distance that I use. 4 inches, you can do 5, you can do 3. It depends on what you want. So also put on back neckline, which is just a depth of 1 inch. You don't need a very deep neckline for the back, just 1 inch. Then label your pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and label this. My back is to be cut and fold, and my front is going to be pieces. Right, so right now let us connect our neckline. So now in doing our neckline, we are just going to be extending the line. So we're going to be extending the waist because we are going to be dropping it. It's like a V, right? V neckline. This project flatters a flattering V neckline to beautify this very well. So anytime you want to do your neckline, V neckline, I don't always advise to always go sharp, because you are not just sharp, you are not just straight. So just look for a coffee side of your pattern master to use. So right here, I'm just going to be using the cuff side of my pattern master just to create the V, so that everything we align just like the way everything is cuff. So use the cuff side of your pattern master to practice this. It works well. I'm just going to go ahead right now. So once I have that cuff that I'm comfortable with, so I just connect it down. But for the front from your neckline, just try to make it curve a little bit, which is going to help. So I have it, like I said, I just extend by 4 inches on my center front. It depends on you guys. Whatever you want, you can, but don't make it too much. You can always work with your nipple to nipple distance to make it work. So it's just extend to the side, and then you put it in. So you can do 5, you can do 4, you can do, so don't make it too much. Okay, so this is my wrap, and then I'm labeling my pattern. Basic features of a wrapped peplum jacket. First is your basic bodice, which we are doing here right now. The jacket features a wrapped front bodice with a deep V neckline, giving it that signature overlapping look. Exactly, that is the beauty of it, right? It is secured at the side seam with an inner tie, and at the outside with a long belt tie for adjustment and styling, just like you're seeing in the image there. You may say, I don't want to tie to the front. You just tie from the side of your seam. You just tie from the seam side, and then you tie to the back, and you knot it at the side. So we are going to be seeing the front that, okay, no seam line on the front. Wow, what a unique jacket. You get it, right? So you can do it that way. So whatever way you tie it, it is beautiful. And part of the picture here, so it's the peplum. The peplum is cut together with the basic with the bodice using slash and spread method, which creates a neutral flare starting right from the waistline. This allows the jacket to fit snugly at the waist while flowing beautifully at the hem. So you can see you're still going to be having a fitted waistline, and then it's going to be giving you bouncing peplum. Wow, I'm imagining this jacket, and you look at you, you're smiling. So look at you wearing this jacket. Just imagine you wearing this jacket. Now for your next outfit, rock it and then make this. So right now we want to close all the necessary darts and then open all this. So all the darts are going to be absorbing into this jacket. So right now, let us first close our shoulder dart. Okay, close the shoulder dart and open up your bust dart. Close the shoulder dart and open up your bust dart. Close the shoulder dart and open up your dart. Part of the features of this is also the darts and shaping. All the darts for shaping of this particular project, all the darts are absorbed into the peplum. All the darts, they are absorbed into the peplum. We are not taking any darts on this project. We are manipulating them, absorbing them into the bust dart. Although you can say, I want to have the bust dart. So you just transfer everything to the bust dart. But for this, I don't want the darts. Everything is going to be absorbing into the peplum. So now I've closed my shoulder dart, I open my bust dart. So after doing this now, I'm going to go ahead right now, and then I'm also going to be opening my waist dart. So let us open our waist dart as well. So after opening your waist dart, close it up, and then your bust dart is still open, just like I said earlier. So if it's you want the bust, so you can just leave it like this, and then you have your bust dart. But look at the magic that we're going to be performing here right now. Exactly. Those Fashion Academy is where we help you to give your creativity expressions. Aside these tutorials that you're watching here, you can always reach us one-on-one for classes, whatever classes you want scheduled. Yes, it is flexible and it is learner to pace with those Fashion Academy. Just tell us when you're available and we'll be there. Now look at where I'm transferring my dart into. I'm going to be transferring it to the center front. Yes, to the center front over there. So I'm going to be transferring my dart over there to the center front. So now I'm going to be slashing that place. I'm transferring that because I want to absorb into the peplum when I slash and spread. So I'm closing the bust dart again. Look at the magic. Look at the power of that manipulation. Look at the power of moving your dart. Very soon we're going to be bringing to this channel how you can rightly manipulate your dart and all the darts we have on the body. Just stay tuned. Now go and subscribe, guys, and also share this with your friends and your lovers. Share with everyone. Let us also be part of this community. We are coming big. So this here right now, I am closing the bust dart, and then I am opening the center front dart that is around the edge. So look at the way it's slashed. So all the darts are now transformed here. Like I said, we always have a therapy classes also. If whatever you want to learn, even if you don't have knowledge at all, we're going to guide you on how to do it. So you just want to learn, just reach out to us. Wow, we have everything on the table now. So the next thing we want to do now is to now cut a separate paper for the peplum. Now, what is the length of the peplum you want? The peplum we want for this, I want 10 inches for my peplum. So the paper is around 10 inches. Also, we're also going to be removing the back dart. We don't need the dart. We are going to be absorbing the dart into the peplum. So right now, my paper here, like I said, it's around 10 inches in length. So now we tape it back, and then I join my back to this. If your peplum is going to be 20 inches, you can have it like that. If it is 5 inches, you can have it like that. Okay. So whatever length you want for your peplum, just put it there. So also, I'm going to be taping this. Look at where I just taped to that side. I didn't even bother about the extension because I'm going to be flowing the extension into the flow once I attach extra paper right now for the slash and spread. So and then I tape this also onto my waistline. Okay, so look at the front and look at the back. So the next thing for us to do is to now section this. So you section how many slash you want. So just get the number of slash you want, and then you just slash and then you spread that way. So for this, I just did about three slash. It is enough for what I want to achieve here. So on this now, we are going to be continue that dart. We remove the dart completely. So I extend the dart legs, okay, of the back bodice. So extend the dart leg so that we are going to be cutting it out. So on one side of the pattern, you segment it. Then on the other side, you also segment to have whatever you want to have there. So it is extended. So the next thing we want to do now is we are going to now slash and then we spread. So now slash, so you see I've removed the dart completely from the back right there. And then I slash this to the waistline. Please, to the waistline. Don't go up. Then begin to slash like that, the way I'm slashing, so that you'll be able to spread your patterns. Will be easier to spread that way, and you will have more volume for your peplum. You notice that I didn't slash the center back, the last one there, because it's going to be cut on fold. I didn't mean it is not cut on fold. I'm going to also slash that place, but it's going to be cut on fold. I don't want to have any stitch on the back. Okay, so I've slashed everything. I slashed the front and then I slashed the back. So now I have my extra paper there. Then you notice I place this. It's aligned. The center back is straight. Please, we are not slashing the center back. The center back segment, whatever you have segmented there, don't slash it. Just leave it flat so that it will be easier for you to cut on your fabric. Okay, so we are not slashing that. You're going to be leaving that just like it is over there. Then the next thing you want to go ahead to do is to now determine the wideness you want. So for this, I just use about 3 inches to segment the section of the peplum so that I'm going to have alignment with whatever I'm dropping here. I don't just spread, I spread with numbers so to be even, okay, to align very well, and everything will just be perfect, accurate. Okay, so right now we're just going to, after you might have gotten what you want, then you can go ahead and bring your tape and tape all your papers down so that your paper won't fall off. Okay, so you tape everything down perfectly well. Again, I did not slash the center back, please. It is straight because it's going to be cut on fold. I didn't mean it's not cut on fold. So you see where I slashed through, I slashed to the other side, to the side seam, not the center back, please. Then I just use my pencil to just try to create like a curve, a flow, a continuous flow. You can see that the way it's looking. Then go ahead now and cut this. Fabric suggestion for this particular one, when we want to do the life now, we are going to be using a scuba fabric in the yellow color. Scuba works because its old structure drapes nicely and highlights the peplum flare. However, you can use other fabric choices. So prepare your scuba peplum if you have. Now let's do the front. So the front now, we're also going to be slashing and be spreading. So we're just going to be getting enough paper underneath, and then you put, so you can see how we slash the side of the, we slash the side of the back, you slash the front. So we slash everywhere of the front, pardon me, not the back. So the back is the one we didn't slash on the center front. So we slash everything. Now we're just going to be continue this flow here. So we just connect down. It's just like a bouncing flow that is continue. So you can see, just continue your flow in that manner, that way. So just create a flow, create a curve. See guys, there is no standard rule for all these ones. Any slash and spread, however you want it to slash, the volume you want, no standard number, no standard figure, just flow free with your fabric or your paper that you're working with. Okay, so just get the concept of slashing and then of spreading it. So that is that. So it's just going to be continue from there, and then we're also going to be outlining this out. Now we're going to be confirming our sizing. Remember that time that we took the dart, we didn't return the measurement. So I want to confirm my sizing, because if it didn't align, it's going to affect. So it's now remain 1.5 inch, which I took for the bust dart, and I'm returning it back. I repeat, return your dart. That is the bust dart. So that is why I confirmed all my sizing. I confirmed the side of the back, and then I checked that of the front to see what I have, and then I return it back just like you're seeing it over there. So after doing that, then let's trace this out. Sleeves is part of the features of this jacket as well. We'll be working with a basic fitted long sleeve on this project, but you can easily adapt this to short sleeves, puff sleeves, or any variation of your choice. Okay, so if you want to learn how to make a basic sleeve block right now, click on the playlist that's going to be popping up after this video, where our essentials, pattern essentials are, and you'll be seeing right there how it is drafted, along with other pattern drafting with the basic bodies, basic skirts, basic pants, and all that. So guys, I need you to do something for me now. Draft this particular one, and also draft the basic sleeve if you want to use the basic sleeve. But if you want to make it sleeveless, or you want to have it with other sleeves, so you can just leave it. But make sure you draft, because the sewing project is coming on this channel, guys. And that is it. We did it, guys. We have successfully drafted this wrap jacket, peplum jacket pattern using the slash and spread method for the peplum. Remember, you can adapt this style with different sleeves or fabrics to make it uniquely yours. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more amazing content that are coming, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out of any of our coming sewing videos and live classes that are coming on this channel. Now, there is a playlist that is going to be popping on this channel right now. Click on this playlist to view this. Just look at this beauty, even with paper. Oh my God. Amazing, right? Look at it. You did it. You have it on your table. And for our obi-inspired wrap, so you're also going to be having, just going to be cutting your rope, and you're going to be having your rope just like you're seeing it there. Look at that. Perfect. Kindly applaud yourself. Honestly, you did well. Look at the flow, look at the continue, look at, so you just select your fabric and have a beautiful fabric choice, and then you are just rocking this. Guys, right now on the playlist we have the jacket variations, and then we have the basic blocks. We have the essential. Go there, draft your sleeve, draft your jacket, draft your basic word, draft, just explore all. And then we are bringing up the sewing live classes. Just be excited, get ready, turn on the notification bell, comment, like, share and subscribe. Until next time, keep giving your creativity expressions. I remain Mary Adedoyin, your fashion tutor. Have an amazing time. Bye.